I really hate to be that guy to tell you, but Bitcoin is screwed. Damn! So unfortunately guys, the outlook near term for Bitcoin is not as beautiful and as sunny as it is here in Dubai. The outlook is a little bit dark, but we're gonna go over that. It's just, I had a time to think from a greater perspective fundamentally, but also I'm spotting something on a vulnerability front, technically for Bitcoin to the downside, suggesting that we may need to see a sharp fall before those buyers re-come back into play. So anyway, let's go over to my screen and break everything down. Guys, just before I jump into this video, I must apologize. My presentation's not quite all there. My shirt's a bit creased, my collar's all messed up. I literally just got out of bed and got excited to just quickly bring you an update, but I apologize for the slightly mess. I don't know if my missus saw this and she watched it, she'd tell me to go and do it again because the presentation's not on point. So please ignore that and just listen to the value anyway. Next time, I'll make sure my shirt is ironed. Guys, as I mentioned in my live stream yesterday, there is a huge risk event today for Bitcoin and its peers, the cryptocurrency market as a whole, just financial markets in general, and that's the FOMC rate decision, the central bank rate decision, where they're expected to hike interest rates, okay? So just look with me here. As you can see on my screen, this is what we're looking out for. FOMC rate decision today, this evening. Okay, this evening UK time, this afternoon US time, where they expect to hike rates by 25 basis points, which is, markets are largely expected this, and it's largely priced in for them to start tightening, further tightening their monetary policy, right? Because if we just quickly speak, this back here, if you look from March to sort of March 2020 all the way to the highs in 2021, this was because monetary policy from the FOMC and other central banks was loose. Now they're tightening it. When we say loose, they were pumping loads of money into the economy, pump. So we keep buying things, and we're using all this free, cheap cash to invest, pumping it into, it's helping Bitcoin and stock markets, right? And interest rates were low. But now they're looking at tightening that. So look at this sell-off. This was the markets positioning themselves for tightening of interest rates by the FOMC, and that's why that sell-off occurred from the back end of 2021, and obviously now we've just been consolidating, subject to potential resumption. Now, look, what's going to happen today? I think we've got a chance for if they just hike as expected, right, by 25 basis points, as you can see here, the rate goes to 0.50%. Bitcoin has a near-term chance just to pop, a relief rally to pop to the upside. But you can see we're capped in this early 40K region. Look here, we're very capped there at around sort of 41 towards 42K. And you can see this descending trend line as well, which we're there or thereabouts respecting, okay? If you look with me at the moment on a weekly, I could potentially look at this, mark this up, this narrowing price action here, I can mark that up and view that as a bearish pennant, right? Here's all of the pole of the pennant. Here's the narrowing pennant structure, narrowing triangular structure, where we're expected to potentially break out and resume to the downside. So as I say, we may pop to the upside in towards sort of 42K tops, okay, if they just hike as expected. But then what we could do is then reject there and go for this respective breakout and retest. And look at this long-term trend line here. What we do, we go and break that, retest around sort of 37.5K, and then drop. Firstly, this is the big buying area that you keep an eye on, 30K. We know there's massive institutional demand there, but there is a chance that this because we're probably going to have a lot of stops here at this around this 30,000 level. Stops could get triggered to the downside, and we pull all the way down towards 20K. So you really need to monitor this, right, over these coming weeks, because that could very much play out to the downside. I think risks now are skewed to the downside. We've got a near-term relief rally potentially for Bitcoin today, but then a skew to the downside, because at the end of the day, markets need to get used to this tightening cycle. It's going to take time. They've got to get used to the Fed are tightening. They're going to be raising interest rates more. They're going to be completely reducing their, removing their money that they've been pumping into the economy. So the markets need time. Risk assets need time to adjust to that. So while the markets take time for that, firstly, Bitcoin comes off. Then when we're used to that, we rally. Okay, so that's just everything I'm viewing. By the way, guys, it's a big opportunity. You don't want to miss this. Click the link in the description. You know how profitable cryptocurrency exchanges are? Well, CoinCasso, their Seeders campaign is going to go live soon. You want to join the link in this bio to understand more. Massive opportunity to become an investor in an exchange. You see how profitable these cryptocurrency exchanges are. Do check it out. And these guys are good guys. Otherwise, I wouldn't be speaking here right now. Other than that, please do smash up the subscribe button, smash up the like button. I will be back tomorrow with a live stream, okay? Because we need to cover the ground on what's happened with FOMC.
FOMC. Stay lit, let's get it.